H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, it's Monday. Crazy playoff Monday. Monday is upon us. Ladies and gentlemen, let me turn me off the I can't wait. I can't wait to get into it. I hope y'all got some stuff. I hope y'all bringing a brick today. I hope y'all bringing your whole self. I want y'all to comment a whole lot today. Cause we're gonna have a whole lot of stuff to talk about today. And I didn't share the show. Let me share the show. I'm sorry. I asked y'all to do it. I supposed to come on here and share the show myself. It ain't there it is. Popped up on my screen right there. I'm sharing the show personally from a personal page. Uh who got a chance to see my golf swing the other day? I posted it. So y'all can check that little old swing out just a little bit. What else I got? Let me go to YouTube. See, I go over to YouTube and I'll pass. Go over to YouTube. Y'all, some great things that happened over the weekend. Some great things happened last night. Y'all gonna listen to me, man. You know what? This man. You know what? People be having me laughing, right? I'll tell y'all about it in a minute when I sign. Let me sign in and make sure I got everything. Let me see who I'm talking. Ray, I see you, Ray. I see you, Ray. Let me see what else I got. Let me see what else I got in here. Cause I was looking down at my I got Thaddeus Moody and Mr. Fob. What's going on, baby? Fob said, boy, what Fob, I was worried about you, baby. You got to explain to me what you was talking about because we didn't get a chance to talk about. I got that information for you. I hope you call them people. Let's see. Thaddeus Moody, who is it? Eric Harrison in the building, Daryl Anderson. Ray 2K2 is in the building. Tina Jackson's in the building. Tina knew I was gonna be smoking today. Tina already know that Chop Shop was gonna be on today. Tina, she little old Tina live in Atlanta. She ain't got no dog in the fight. Her little old paper cap pistol, what's them boys? The Atlanta Hawks. They just. And Tina, since you here, I might address something. They can't win with that little dude, man. Y'all already know how I feel about the little dude. Nothing against him personally. I just don't like the way he play. Simmons. I'm talking about the Trey Young. I just don't like the way he play. And that's my priority. I don't dislike him. I ain't finna call him out his name or all that kind of stuff. And it's all right to not just like the way a person plays. See, I don't mind y'all not liking the way James Harden play, but y'all get to talk about all the personal stuff and all that other stuff about him. Joe Lewis, and then they talk about when I just can't we just keep it to you don't like the way he play. Okay, I do. Okay, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Eric Boone, you don't like the way he play. Eric Boone called me with some outrageous stuff this morning. I don't know where he got it. I mean, y'all, I don't mind you having an opinion, but at least give me some facts. Don't just, well, because I know I give you fact after fact after fact after fact after fact. And y'all just be saying, well, no. Simeon, y'all need to share this show, boy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm sure. Y'all, you know what? And I know people in the boom boom room and on this our feed. Everybody share the show right quick. We don't do this kind of stuff. But these fans got to stop it, man. Fans, we got to stop being fanatics. You know it. Got me a front row seat today. I keep telling you, you're a Bulls fan. They out too, baby. Yeah, all your teams out. All your teams out. But that's all right. We don't mind you being on our team. Tina, whatever team you want to be on, You can be on. See, Tina, I don't have teams. I have players. Because if my favorite player, the player I like, if he leave that team, I don't like that team no more. I'm just different. I do this thing. I do this thing. Anybody else like that? Ray, 2K. Is anybody else? See, I don't fall in love with teams. I like players. Y'all, when James Harden left, I stopped cheering for the Houston Rockets. I had nothing to cheer for. Then they got Ime Udoka back. Royal Ivy, I got something to cheer about. You follow me? Hey, Gina, I'm just funny. There's anybody else like that? I just like players. Joe Lewis, how you feel about that? Joe Lewis, you like teams or you like players? See, Tina says she like the Bulls. I like the Bulls when Michael Jordan played. I ain't like them since. He cussed me out that time. She said, yeah, I'm different. See, I like to be different. Girl, you just made my day. He said, I'm in love with my city, then the player. Okay. Y'all, I ain't in love with, what you mean the city? I'm in love with Memphis, but that don't mean I got to like the Grizzlies, but I like Ja. But that don't mean I got to like the Grizzlies because I love Memphis. Okay, I don't understand that, Eric. You got to help me. I like you, but I stopped when James Harden left Houston Rockets. Y'all, I didn't talk about him for a long time until Ime Udoka came back. I didn't have nothing to talk about because that dude, they were losing their butt off. He said, Chicago pissed me off, but it's where I grew up. Okay, so all right. He said, I didn't know that. I liked the Bulls when MJ and D Rose. You know what? I didn't really like them that much when D Rose was there. Matt Shue said, I'm sitting on the couch listening to my buddy. Have a great show. Matt, what do you think about it? Matt, do you like teams or do you like players? Malcolm said he liked players. I'm just funny, y'all. I don't know why. If Ime Udoka was to get fired today, but I like Jalen Green, though. I kind of like these young Rockets, though. I do. I kind of like them. But I love that dude on the other team they playing against. But he said teams or organizations that has a good culture. The Pittsburgh Steelers and okay, I got you. Eric said, I love them damn White Sox since I was a kid. They ain't done that. Yeah, I got you. But see, in Memphis, I didn't grow up, I didn't have a team. I grew up loving the Dallas Cowboys when I was little. Matt says, definitely players. I would have watched all the Orlando Magic's game unless Penny was there. Absolutely. I don't watch the Orlando Magic games no more. I like players. Doug Smith said he liked players and coaches. Yeah. Players and coaches. What's up, Doug? Doug, Doug, you ain't called me, man. There's some crazy stuff happening in this draft, man. You ain't called and said nothing to me. I ain't. But y'all, I saw this Rockets game last night, man. What's son yet? Anybody mad about the game last night? Because I don't want to hurt y'all feelings. I told y'all I'm torn. I want the Rockets to win for Ime Udoka. But I love Stephon Curry. Doug, help me. Doug, Coach, Doug has been in this dilemma. Doug loved the Duke Blue Devils. But the Duke Blue Devils were playing against the U of H. He loved them too. Doug, how do I get past this, Doug? Brandon Wheatfall, how do I get past it? Could somebody help me? Y'all know I help y'all all the time. Brian Boatwright, Big Coach, Doug Jones. I didn't want Steph to lose last night. I know I'm in a win-win, but Doug, it hurts me, man, because Jalen Green is something. Hold on, let me see, man. And I just said, if he scored 30, they win. And look what he did. Let me look at it, y'all. Let me look. Where my boy, man? Where my boy, Jay Green? 7 points in a playoff game, dude. They out rebound the Warriors 52-36. She said, I know it's one game, but you still believe the experience of the Warriors doesn't give them an edge? The experience, it could. It ain't about the experience to me. Them three dudes just was better than. Hey, I can see it was. I didn't see Tina. I'm glad you said that. Let me put this up there for Tina. Tina, I didn't see where it was so glaring. Hold up, why is my name not on the screen? And ain't nobody told me that. Man, I'm gonna cut one of y'all. Hold up. They ain't got my name up there. Hold on. Let's see. Well, my name ain't on there. I must be in a different. I'm on something different. Hold up, y'all. Why my name ain't on here? Hold up, y'all. Something. Hold up. I don't like that my name ain't up here, y'all. Hold up. It might be the wrong camera. I ain't gonna even worry about it. Man. I'm trying to see. It might be. Let me look at this camera. Nope. That ain't the camera. Y'all see, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me on that. It's something, y'all, and I just ain't. I ain't gonna worry about it. Y'all better know who I am. Y'all better ask somebody about me. Something. I didn't get it right. I get it later. But let me go back. Let me go. Tina says one game, but you still believe. Tina. I don't think I don't think it was the. They had the better players. Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, and Draymond was just better than the Rockets. Better players last night. We could call it experience, but Fred VanVleet is a champion. Will Golden State wear down in a long series? Didn't seem like it to me. And I'm going to share some stuff with you. Y'all know I got some film I'm going to break down today. Whoever liked film break, you know I got a couple. I just got a couple. I ain't got too many. Steph is your favorite player, so you got to go with him, especially those big shots he hit. I mean, he said they was down 20. Houston had to do much. See, that's what y'all keep. You know what? This is a misnomer in basketball. Don't y'all know that basketball is a game of runs? Go watch any basketball. They're going to have 7 or 8 runs in a game. Any game you watch. You just make sure you on the better side of 4 or 5 of those runs, and you'll win the game. People being down 20 don't mean they're going to stay down 20. Let me repeat that. I keep y'all hearing y'all when they was down 20, they came back. Basketball is a game of runs. Let me repeat that because some of y'all just ain't got it right. Some of y'all don't get it. Yo, basketball is a game of runs. What I mean by runs? 12-1, 10-0, 8-0. So it's a game of runs. One team is hitting points and the other team ain't. Guess what? It's going to come a time in that game, the other team is going to be hitting and the other team ain't. That's basketball. You don't lose no lead. You just basketball. If you play it enough, you know what I'm talking about. Well, they was up in the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, they played 2 halves. They played 4 quarters in basketball. So all 48 minutes matter. So when people talking about they was down 20, so what? They was down 20 and they got their ass tore off the bone. They lost. Guess what? Don't get behind 20. I got some news for y'all too. Wednesday, save the date for Wednesday. I got some information for y'all. I'm gonna give it to you in a minute. But do y'all understand what I'm talking about? I can't stand what I'm talking about. Well, they was down and they came back. It was their time to get a run. Jalen Green struggling that first game. It's his first playoff game, Doug. Doug Jones keeps me posted on the summer basketball in Austin. I would be on RSC2. Okay. What game they playing in Austin? He said they held them under 100 points also. That's a good sign if we score. That's another one. Hey, boy, that's another one. They held them. Tina, will you take that one for me? That one easy, that Tina. They held them. You ain't held nobody to nothing. You got beat by 10. Y'all be listening to them people. I know, I can tell y'all been listening to somebody. Y'all ain't. That man said they held them under 100. Also, that's a good time if we score more. If my auntie had a scrotum, she'd be my uncle. If we score more. They had 95. What you should be saying, they held Houston to 85. Did y'all see that? I got to leave that up there. I got to leave that up there. Matt Shue said, I grew up a Jet fan because I like certain players. When those players were either traded or left, I like the team. See that? Eric Barnes said Lakers is sick. Lakers can still win in 5. Big coach, I'm leaving that up there. I can't believe you put that up there. I can't believe you said put that up there. That man said they held them to you lost. You ain't held nobody to nothing. Somebody, hey, Darius Haggard, somebody help me with this one. This man, he said, got to be able to hold them off when they close the gap. Hey, I think the Rockets need to play more off the bench and stop turning the ball over. He made everything. 20 points is not a lot with a shot clock. What do you mean 20 points is not a lot with the shot clock? Yeah. I got you. He said, yeah, but against Golden State, you can't let them jump out like that. This man said they held them to under 100 points. No. Your ass should have scored 100. You'd have won. You ain't held nobody to nothing. Who? She said 20 points ain't nothing no more. Just more energy you have. I got you. Drea broke up with Green and he was sick. Bob, but with a shot maker like Steph, you can't give them a head start. Hey, Eric Harrison, the Rockets didn't give them dudes nothing. The Rockets started off pretty good. Hey, the Rockets, it was 21-19 in the first quarter. Now in the second quarter, they got their ass tore off. But, yo, Golden State got 3 Hall of Famers on the team. Houston ain't got nary a one. So Miss Tina said, maybe experience. I just think they just had the better players. And let me show you something about it too. I mean, not to just, let y'all know I ain't just talking. Yeah, don't blame me. Hey, if you got to depend on Van Fleet, you in trouble anyway. Yeah, they gave him $40 million, but y'all share the show, y'all. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all. I think I got one for y'all. Hold up. Did I put this up? And y'all ain't none of y'all said nothing about this. Ain't none of y'all said nothing about this action that Jimmy and Pazinski was in, right? Y'all, this is plain smart basketball. Let me show you some smart basketball. D1 Hornets. Watch this.
It's been the Şengün scoring here, keeping the Rockets within striking distance.
Butler to Podziemski, broke free.
Y'all see that ghost screen? I'm gonna play it again, but this time I'm gonna narrate it just a little taste for y'all, so y'all can know what y'all seeing. This the kind of little stuff that they was getting to my Rockets with. Y'all just watch this, right?
It's been the Şengün
Jimmy and Pazinski
scoring here,
they used the Rockets
within striking distance.
not wanting Brooks to switch off and Jalen to switch on the Jimmy, right?
Butler to
By
Podziemski,
slipping to the rim with that little ghost screen and Jimmy finding it. See, they was trying. They just want to switch this, right? They didn't want to switch. Right there, we expect for them to switch. Then Jimmy would have had, neither one of them want to go off. So, okay, all right. Okay, I got something for you.
Butler to Podziemski, broke free.
That's just smart basketball, Tina. But they, what my man said, but they held them to 95, under 100. Let me go again, Coach. Coach, let me go again, Jimmy. Let me go again, Coach. What coach at? This for big coach. Let me see, did I have anything up? First of all, ain't none of y'all mention this right here. None of y'all.
Steph Curry wins out. Well, listen, the Rockets' game plan is clear. If Steph Curry is in your vicinity, give him an unfriendly hug. Rough him up a little bit. But the problem for them is Steph is cerebral. He will figure you out. You're taking away his three ball. You want to sell out to him on the three-point line. At some point, he's going to split your defense and get into the paint. Warriors have 16 points in the paint. Steph has toughness if Steph Curry wins out.
Y'all see that, Craig Lilly? Y'all see that? Ain't nobody mention none of that. Big coach ain't said nothing about that. Hold up. Can I play it again? You gotta watch Jalen Green. You know he like to grind on boys now sometimes. Watch this.
Toughness if Steph Curry wins out. Well, listen, the Rockets' game plan is clear. If Steph Curry is in your vicinity, give him an unfriendly hug. Rough him up a little bit.
Come here, baby.
But the problem for them is Steph is cerebral. He will figure you out. You're taking away his three ball. You want to sell out to him on the three-point line. At some point, he's going to split your defense.
Thank you, Herb. Herb said they was sexually assaulting that man the whole game. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Hold up, I got something else. Let me see. What else I got? Hold up. Did y'all see the defense? How Jimmy closed out. Jimmy was in a precarious position, and y'all and has to close out against Jabari, and Jabari attacks on Jimmy, but Jimmy peels off towards Seguin, and Jabari passed it, and Jimmy jumped right in there from the weak side. Y'all watch this. Just watch this.
Only 2 Rockets in double figures. The other one off the bench. Jabari Smith with 11. He's got it now. Now he gives it to Şengün.
So Jimmy, watch Jabari get the ball back. So the closeout was bad, right? Look at Jimmy. Jabari got it, right? Terrible closeout by Jimmy. But watch how he make up for it. What my youngsters need to see this now. Watch it. He got him. He beat, right? Herb, I got him on my hip. What? He beat, right? Watch this. Watch this. Oh, Pazinski came over there. Help out. Yo, this great defense. What big coach? Now, this kind of defense that hold you to 85 points. And the only reason they was any kind of way respectable, big coach, they got 52 rebounds. Hold on. The Rockets got 52 rebounds. The Golden State 32. Because the Rockets missed a lot of shots. Watch this. Watch how Jimmy peel back. Watch it. Get his hand. Got the ball.
Man, this defense is unbelievable.
That's the kind of defense big coach was talking about. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. I learned about this game. The series don't start until somebody loses at home. That's when it starts. Houston Rockets lost at home. Don't ever forget that. Somebody else lost at home. When you lose at home, the Rockets got pressure from kids who ain't never been here before. Now they got pressure of going 0-2. And you think they'll win the series with guys who ain't never been here before? Now you can play good in spurts. See, y'all be mistaking this thing. What happens in the regular season is different than what happens in the postseason. The Rockets' game plan against Steph is a microcosm of why he is the most valuable offensive weapon in history. You taking your 6'8", 7-foot wingspan freak athlete, all-world defender that Jimmy bragged about him on the other show, to guard Curry at 40 feet away from the rim and blitz all ball screens. This means not only is your best defender neutralized and exhausted, you're still playing 3-on-4 in every pick and roll situation. Don't double, play straight up. You're dealing with this man is a sorcerer. This is a wizard with this basketball, man. This man is a wizard. Y'all just watch some of this stuff, y'all. Just watch this. And y'all be playing around. You watch this.
And he's a big-time shot maker on top of that.
Curry inside, scoops it home for two. And Golden State the other way. Curry number 3 in three-point shots made this season. He'll try them.
We ain't nobody on the planet play like that. Let me give y'all some more. I ain't finna play with y'all. Y'all better learn. Quit being fans around here. Y'all, I love the Houston Rockets, but I saw something.
And he's a big-time shot.
But in the three-point shots made this season, he'll try them for 2 here. And they get a 3-point game. But in the previous 11, he was averaging 14 a game. Curry sees an open lane. He'll scoop it up and put it in. 2 straight drives. Curry with the penetration. 16-3 run. It's Green and Thompson on him. Cutting. Curry layup in. What a pass! Timeout, Houston.
And Fred VanVleet told me similarly, he said he never takes a day off. And he says, listen, Dylan knows that he has let his emotions get the best of him in the past, specifically against the Warriors.
I know it. These are the playoffs.
This is amazing.
2 minutes left here.
Curry, 3, good!
And gets his first 3 here of the evening.
The best of him in the past, specifically against the Warriors.
I know it. These are the playoffs.
This is amazing.
2 minutes left here.
Curry, 3, good!
And gets his first 3 here of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't be bringing that boy out there trying to mess with that dude. I mean, he's a defensive player. He done held all these, he done held all these players to this and held all them players to this. And he done held, I don't care. The playoffs. It's the playoffs. Where else? Where? I didn't even mean to go there, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I got something else. Hold on. Since we're here. Watch this one.
It's a Curry three. Ring it up. Curry with a triple.
He's having wars over here.
It's a Curry three.
You got this young boy way out here trying to guard this man, and he just put his head down like, what? Hold on, let me see to show it. And man just said, what?
It's a Curry three. Ring it up.
Oh, it didn't show it.
Curry with a triple.
He's having wars over here.
Hold up, I got something else. Hold up. Y'all, I'm sorry. Because he did.
Guarding Moody.
Did Jalen Green the same way. Excuse me.
Moses has
Come
been
here, boy.
unable to drive
Come
by
here, give me
him.
something.
Shot
Take that
clock
home
at
this
2.
way.
Steph Curry! One man.
Take that
And
home
somehow
this
that one man
Come on,
finds
give
a
me
way
some
to
more.
torch you.
Come on, excuse me.
Green is all over him, giving him no space. Steph's like, I don't care.
Yo, listen, I'm pulling for the Houston Rockets. But I love Stephen Curry, man. I think that was all I had to show y'all. Oh, I think that was it. But Herb, I'm glad y'all in here. Can somebody explain this to me? I'm finna switch right quick because I saw something and I got to let y'all see this. Because Thaddeus Moody hit me the other night. Thaddeus Moody made me go look. Y'all, I'm going to be real with you. I have never, ever said I was a fan. I'm not a fan. You know, I don't never say that I even like the way certain people, just because I don't like the way you play don't mean I dislike you, okay? But I don't like the way Trae Young play. I know he got 2 good coaches that I know got fired. I know he did that. I know he did that. And I just ain't never liked him, the way he plays, right? But then in the clutch of an important ball game the other night, I didn't like this. Oh, watch it. Watch it. 10 block out. Look at him, he's still walking. His ass about to lose, he's still walking. Look where he at, no man's land. What? His man way over here. That's Trae Young right there in the middle. Let me show y'all that again. That's why I take my hat off to you coaches, because if any player out there doing that right there, he can't play for me. That's why I can't be a coach. Look. Y'all watch this. Shanika, what's up, baby? Shanika, watch this. Coleman better not never play like Trae Young. Look at Trae Young. Look at him, y'all. He's just walking. Y'all, listen. I can't condone that, man. I can't condone that, y'all. And then you got a guy like, what's his boy's name? Kuzma. Hold up, y'all. How in the hell you a pro and you play a game? Hold up, y'all. And that's your stats. How you play 21 minutes? You don't get a punt, you don't get a rebound, you don't get an assist, you don't get a steal, you don't get a block, you don't get a turn. You don't get nothing. Hey, I don't care where a loser like Trae Young want out of Atlanta. Shit, they probably want to get rid of his little old bitty ass. Talking about he wants out also. So what? Bye. Yo, explain this to me, man. You're 6'10", 6'9". Can jump over a building, can shoot the ball, and this what you do? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Y'all talk to me. I remember this, y'all. I remember this. Watch this.
We got to find some men that want to play basketball. And for the ones who don't want to play, do everybody a favor, quit. They know who they are because I told them. They need to quit. It's embarrassing. We had guys in there had a stat line 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I mean, we got to find some men.
But then y'all get mad when somebody say that. Man, he throwing the players up under the bus. He negative. Somebody told me that one time. Man, you can't be so negative. No, I'm explaining to you what's going on in the damn basketball game. If I was the coach, his ass would be sitting on the bench. But Johnny Jones, the coach. I just don't understand it. Eric Barnes said you spell Golden State wrong. Hold up. What did Eric say, man? I didn't even see him. But y'all help me, y'all. Now they call that throwing the coach under the bus. Are he hating? Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you got to explain the game like it is. Danye said, Dylan Brooks, Scotty Brooks, Scott Brooks, Warriors in 5. Yo, everybody ain't hating on your little old non-playing ass son. Go. Listen. I got some news for y'all too. I got some place for y'all to be on Wednesday. He said, you know these guys are soft these days. Robbie Young, I'm just thinking about how the Rockets starting guards got outscored. That's the game right there. Of course. And I love the Rockets. I want the Rockets about. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. That little light-skinned dude, Stephen Curry, he is coming. Y'all got to know him. He is coming to put the knife in them boys on Wednesday night now. He resting today. He resting tomorrow. He gonna be ready for Wednesday. He ain't coming here talking about, man, we can win this one, we can lose this one and go back. Jimmy Butler ain't talking about we can lose this one and go back to Golden State. That's my problem right now with the Rockets. Because who on that team saying, just give me one player. Y'all, I got y'all on my back. I got y'all. We got two players like that. That man said, Jalen Green, Jeff Green, Mean Joe Green. Damn, I like that. But I'm just trying to be real now. And the Rockets are talented. But what I'm trying to explain to you, big coach, Stephen Curry, though he's an assassin. That man missed 3 or 4 straight shots and didn't care. And I hope the Rockets come back and do something athletically and can be in the game and be able to close the game. But all I'm telling you, that man said next year KD gonna be the guy. Yeah, okay. I got you. I like that. But let me keep going. Because y'all gonna get it. But I'm thinking about all you fans out there. You Eric Bournes of the world. You brown sexuals. Hey man, let me help y'all out. You don't have to listen to me. Just take it to a guy who's been in these spaces for 30-something years. And I'm just going to show you how I navigated around it. Man, when them people are out with their families, leave them alone. I don't care if you see him, you might not never see him again, you never see him. When these people, all you fans, all you fanatics, that man said the Rockets turned the ball over too much, missing free throws and stuff. That happens in every game. Every game. That happened in every game that was played this weekend, Otis. The Warriors turned the ball over too. They turned it over 11 times too. Let me see how many free throws they missed. They missed 3 free throws too. They missed. You're going to miss. I'm sitting here and watching DeMar DeRozan just sitting in a restaurant, eating with his family and his friend. And a dude just gonna come up to the table, flashing his light in his face. So, man, you my hero, and man, these people trying to put me out because the people evidently done told a little stupid ass fan, leave these people alone. But he gonna come over the table. DeMar, they trying to put me out of here because that man don't know you, man. Y'all need to cut this out just because y'all see him on TV and y'all see him tweet and y'all see him do all this stuff. Them people don't know you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this man minding his damn business, ain't messing with nobody. Let me see. What's the boy name? Watch this.
Yeah, DeMar, they're trying to kick me out for no reason.
Come on, man. Don't walk up on me. Don't walk up on me. Don't walk up on me. Don't walk up on me.
Get my phone. Let me get my phone. Let me get my phone.
Don't walk up on me.
Let me get my phone.
He just want to be famous, so I won't show his ignorant ass. Lead people and fans, let me tell y'all don't pay his salary. The TV rights pays the salary. You pay the owners too. The owners and the players split on basketball-related revenue. The players get 49%, the owners get 51%. So you ain't paying his salary. No, you're not. So get that out your head. I know you was a fan. When I'm at dinner, sitting there with my family, don't bring your crazy ass over there, putting no thing in my face. I'm going to knock your ass down too. I just don't understand why people just can't respect other people's boundaries. I'm waiting on some comments because I know some of y'all do. Man, take a picture, take a picture. Quit all that taking a picture stuff. I can't stand it. Don't ever be around me and we rap somebody come up and talk to me, talking about take no picture. Don't ever do that because I ain't gonna never let your ass around me again. Just chill. Chill. Get on top of your game where you can be the one that somebody is out here wanting the autograph. I already know what it was. I know it, but he's still a fan. A blogger and a YouTuber is a fan too. Man, out in front of Lil Boosie, what the one Lil Boosie house, dancing and videoing. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all out here praising LeBron and praising DeMar and all of that. And I know you love LeBron. No, I don't. Listen, let me tell you something. You don't have to be glad somebody want to take a picture with you. Poor little Akeem Elijah one. He can't go to a tournament to watch his son. Because I done seen a million y'all next to him and taking pictures with him. Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. He just want to see it. Man, that man got up, said, I'm finna go see my boys play. Not, I got to stand in line so all you big grown ass dudes can take a picture and say, man, I know a king. See, I know you love LeBron. I know you love people like that. But I want you to walk, I'm going to walk you through the arena where he plays. And I want you to look around the arena. Walk in the arena with me. LeBron James has pennies in comparison to the person who owns the plastic company that makes the chairs in the stadium. I bet you ain't nobody asking him for his autograph. LeBron James, he has pennies in comparison to the person who owns the metal that was used to make the building of this stadium. You can have a $1 million t-shirt company, but you don't have a dime compared to the person that owns the cotton. And it ain't our fault. It ain't our fault now. I just don't want us to be just because, you know, so when you think, and we did pretty good. We're doing pretty good. And who people don't, because so when you think about the fact that, and I saw this, that we have over 200 years after being enslaved, over 200 years after being enslaved, and 78 years of Jim Crow. And then we had, they used one of the most strategic use and the most devastating moments in Black history was that crack epidemic. And people don't even forget about that. But I went back in my mind, in my life, crack epidemic, we were just, which was placed upon us because we didn't bring that stuff over here. We ain't got no planes. So you're really talking about 30 years of access to wealth for Black America as a whole, because we was messed up. We 200 some years of enslavement, 78 years of Jim Crow. Then they put the crack epidemic in there. Y'all go back and look at it. We weren't being productive. I sit back and say, Then I go back to basketball again. What I've been seeing, these 50-50 balls and the blackouts, that's how the Clippers lost the other day. 50-50 balls in the black, that's just efforts. That man says, so Penny is my favorite player. I would be wrong to ask him for a picture in the right setting. I just wouldn't do it. I don't know what you're doing. He can be my favorite player. I don't have to have a picture with him. I ain't never asked what he can be. Stephen Curry is my favorite player. Y'all know how I feel about him. I ain't gonna never walk up to him and ask him for a picture. Ever. James Harden, my next A1 and AB, I ain't never been around him a million times and man, let's take a picture. Now if he said, man, let's take a picture, I'll take it. I can still have him as my favorite player and not have a picture with him. When does having a picture with a player, when did that come, the validation, that's my favorite player, I got to have a picture with him? I'm just asking you. Y'all, somebody ask this question. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm just asking. Y'all, I'm telling you, Dream he just a nice guy, but man, he came there to see his son. But all of y'all, I got to take a picture, I got to take. He said, so Penny's your all-time favorite player. So that shouldn't stop you from being your all-favorite. You have to have a picture with your all-time. Michael Jordan is my all-time favorite player. I don't have a picture with him. Malcolm, I see you the only one coming. What? Are you going to not like him because you don't have a picture with him? More? I mean, less. Maybe if y'all explain this to me, maybe I'll understand it. I just can't get it yet. Y'all help me. Y'all help me. Somebody explain it to me. Maybe somebody, let's see who this is. Somebody might give me some. Social media age, unfortunate attention. So you posting it, you're gonna post it so you can get some likes because you was on the picture with him. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Joe? Hold up, Joe. Joe, you might be on to something. I'm just trying to figure it out. Kirk Dorsey, I'm glad you shared the show. All of us need to be sharing this show because all of us got some people. We got to talk two people off the ledge right now. And I understand you, big coach. Hold up. What you said, Mr. Hat? Mr. Hat, I mean, it go both ways. Fans should respect celebrity space. At the same time, celebrities already know they're going to ask for pictures. Been happening for No, but that don't mean I'm going to stay in the house because your ignorant ass can't control yourself. Honestly, it don't go both ways. The difference is I'm not bothering you and you bothering me. That is a difference. I don't care how many centuries it's been going on. People get tired of that stuff, Shanquetta. Girl, I miss you. Somebody just coming to your table. Do y'all know when you eat, it's supposed to be a sacred space? That's why you just go out and eat with friends. You don't go out and eat with everybody. Have you ever noticed it's supposed to be covenant? That's why when on business deals, you seal the deal over dinner. That's supposed to be covenant. The last supper was covenant. So when people sitting down and eating, I told y'all the story. Me and this guy sitting down at the table and we just eating and mind our business. And the dude came and sit at the table while it was two guys. He come set his ass right in between us because we was across from me. Set his ass. Come on, you're so-and-so, so-and-so. All I can tell y'all is gauge the room. If it don't make your day that you got to, just gauge the room. If it's a whole lot of people around, because if he take yours, that means he gonna have to take his, he gonna take his, so that's damn near 30 to 40 minutes that he'll never get back. You're supposed to make him pay. You ain't making him pay. Honestly, see, now you go thinking you got some power. He don't mind paying to get in a tournament. Tell me, I make him pay. He ain't regular. No, he's not. He's a Hall of Famer. Everybody ain't a Hall of Famer. He's a world champion. Everybody ain't so he's not regular. We can't call him regular. He come to the tournament, you at the front table, you make him pay. That's your job. You're supposed to. That ain't what you want a cookie for that one? Honestly, you're supposed to. He ain't asking for nothing for free. Rod say you can't make sense of crazy behavior. These are fanatics, not fans. Absolutely. But fan is the root word for fanatic though, Rod. I enjoy the moment if we have a brief conversation, but I don't need, absolutely. I don't care if your likes generate money. I'm telling you how the people feel because I talk to them. And they'll be around there, hold up. They'll take all the pictures, take out. Man, why you let me get caught up like that? Then they be mad at you. He said, I'm with you, Hatter, because I don't ask for pictures either. The problem now is everyone has a camera. And in our days, it wasn't available. I ain't talking about our days. I'm talking about right now. Right now, we can't even go to dinner without taking a taking a picture of the damn food. And taking a picture of the drink. I'm just here drinking. It's your long lad. Fanboys, like them teenage girls at a Michael Jackson concert. That's it. At the end of the day, act like you've been there before, been in a lot of rooms like that. Listen, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all, I got to hug Janet Jackson. And Lord knows, Robert Young on here, he was there. Lord knows I wanted a picture with Janet Jackson. But the reason I had access to her and got that close to her, because a friend of mine was with her. I ain't finna ask this girl. Y'all don't understand. I'm telling y'all right now, I wanted to take a picture with Janet Jackson, but I didn't. She hugged me. That was enough. I'll never forget my feeling when she hugged me. I said, this is how crazy I am. I said, this is Michael Jackson's sister I'm hugging. Cause I love Michael Jackson. That's my dude. But I hugged his sister. But I wasn't there. And I'm glad I didn't, because I wound up hanging with them. They was here for the concerts this a while back. And it was cool. But I'm glad I didn't. All I'm trying to do is share with y'all some. Leave them damn folks alone. You know why somebody want to take a picture with DeMar Rosen, Odyssey? It ain't but 4,000 DeMar Rosens ever to walk the planet Earth. He's an NBA player. Ain't been but 4,000 of them ever in life. 4,000 ever. And he was an all-star, so that's before. So he is. He's special. He different. He different. Let me see what anybody else said something. Anybody said something? Fans can acknowledge that athletes from afar. And listen, y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But I got something for y'all Wednesday night. What my fans at? Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. The University of Houston basketball program would love to have you attend their Final Four celebration. Wednesday, free parking, free admission at the Fertitta Center at 3893 Holman Street. Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. Free parking, free admission, free everything. Come and enjoy the young men. You get a chance to come and see the young men and their coach. Now, hold up. This is the setting that probably is okay for you to get a picture, because they want to share with you in their celebration of the Final Four. On Wednesday, I'm going to tell y'all again tomorrow, and I'm going to tell y'all, so do me a favor. If you ain't going, let somebody else know. Share the show and let somebody else know. Wednesday night at 7 p.m., the University of Houston, they're going to celebrate their Final Four celebration. They want you to come and be their guest that night. You ain't got to pay to get in. You ain't got to pay parking. Parking is right across the street. You park, come out and get it, walk across the street, go into the Fertitta Center. Go Cougs. You got me? Maybe you can come there and take all the pictures you want to. I don't know. I don't know. But since you like pictures, Gary, what's up, baby? Since you like pictures, I gave you something. But all I'm telling y'all, man, it just NBA player. No, I got you. I'm just explaining something. Let me see what else I had to say. And then this little kid, Trey Young, this kid I just showed y'all. Do you know he had the nerve to say, scrap the effing play-in. You play 82 games in a regular season, and that should be enough to determine which teams are going to the playoff. That's what he said. And y'all might agree with him. But Trey Young, guess in case you didn't know, the play-in tournament wasn't brought in to determine which team is going to be in the playoffs. It was brought in to minimize teams from tanking for draft picks. Do you have a better way of reducing tanking, Trey Young? It's a kid that I just don't ever feel bad for. He's a product of this box score, net negative hoops generation. He does fancy moves and put up decent numbers on paper, but he doesn't care about the little things that help teams win. Lazy defender. And I'm going to play it again just in case you just came on. Y'all, I call stuff out like this, man.
Hands it to Mitchell. He's been a man in overtime. Shot clock down to 4. Mitchell, step back. Off the rim. Mitchell gets in there and saves it. Davion Mitchell continues to crush the Hawks.
He just standing there. He ain't look. He just walking. Y'all, they can lose. They about to lose the game. No sense of urgency. He came and backed off the kid. The kid just pulled up on him and cashed out on him. And then guess what? Didn't block him out. He's still walking. He's in no man's land. He's still walking. No sense of urgency. No help on Hero. Then come back over here and his guy hit the shot to win the game. Y'all, Daryl Anderson, boy, Daryl Anderson. That man that loves LeBron. So, hey, it's two guys on this feed. And y'all, I like LeBron. I just don't like him the way y'all like him. I can't make him no excuse for him. And I'm gonna be frank with y'all. I don't want the Lakers to win. I want Ant-Man. I would have never thought I'd be cheering for Ant-Man. It ain't that I hate LeBron. I just don't want Luka to win. I don't like the Lakers no more. I used to like the Lakers long time ago. They used to be my team. I love LA. Dun, 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 dun. I love it. Robert Ory. I used to be out there all the time. Like the Lakers. I don't like them no more. But I sit there watching this them play the other night. And you know, I don't dislike nobody. But let me give you some notes that I just wrote down about the Wolves game. Let me give you some notes. Because I just write down notes because I know I'm gonna talk to y'all and I've talked about so much stuff. Let me see. Because I see y'all, I see y'all on Facebook. But the Minnesota Timberwolves went to crypto.com arena and won 117-95 against the Los Angeles Lakers with Luka and LeBron. An absolute stunning display of shooting from the Timberwolves, who shot 50% from three and just shot the piss out of the ball. The Lakers lack rim protection. The Lakers were so worried about Ant-Man and his drives to the basket that their defense was collapsing. They were basically DJ, and DJ, maybe you can help me because, you know, JJ Redick's supposed to be so brilliant. They were basically playing boxes and elbows, just protecting the box and elbows, leaving guys like Nas Reed open for uncontested corner threes, the easiest shot to make in basketball. Somebody asked the question this morning, DJ, was it a bad game or a bad sign? I like that. Was it a bad game, Eric Barnes, or a bad sign? Because tonight, the Knicks and the Clippers, the Knicks and the Pistons, that game, they're going to be on fire tonight. The Clippers and the Nuggets, what? The series don't start until someone loses at home. Don't ever forget that. The series started here. Who else lost at home? Who else lost at home, y'all? Should I go back and look at it? Nobody lost at home. Nobody lost at home. Let me see. Let me make sure. No, nobody lost at home. Oh, but the Lakers and the Rockets are the only two people. What's up, Andre Brand? That lost at home. The Lakers and the Rockets. Remember, the series don't start until somebody loses at home. The Lakers and the Rockets. But let me get back to the Lakers. Was it a bad game or a bad sign? The Lakers are so bad defensively, they went to a 2-3 zone and still couldn't contain. Boy, that's a good point. That's a good point. They kept putting Luka on the island too. Well, Luka's a cone. Luka, who said that? Oh, Patrick Beverly. Luka's a cone. DJ ain't saying, hey, Vic. DJ doing all of that tweeting and all of that talking on Facebook. He ain't saying nothing. He must be busy. But the Lakers had 13 bench points. Vic, how you gonna win like that? The role players play great, supposedly play great at home. Not this time. Man, the Timberwolves got 48 points from Jaden McDaniels and Nas Reed. Who you gonna blame this on? How much Memphis bounced back? Memphis, I ain't got to Memphis yet. Memphis got beat by 50, right? But if they go win this next game on what, Tuesday? When they play? Tuesday, guess what? It's 1-1. Games like that, you throw the game film out and keep on playing. I remember Boston beat the Lakers like that one time. They called it the what's that? Some massacre. The Memorial Day massacre, and went back and lost. DJ, hey man, so you want to bring up Memphis? Memphis ain't my team. I just like Ja. Memphis ain't my team. But if Memphis come back and win this game, what you gonna say? The game, the series, so because you ain't understanding, y'all, he ain't understanding the assignment. I said the series don't start to somebody lose at home. Them dudes played in OKC, homeboy. And everything went right for them. So that series is on point. The Houston Rockets lost at home. They were downside on Polk what's that? Polk in LeBranch last night. They at home, they lost. The Lakers lost on Figueroa in Olympic. Yeah, I know them streets. Yeah. I'm just helping. J.J. Redick playing background, trying to get Rudy in a pick and roll, plus Michael Conley. Dude, 48 points from Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels. Y'all, but guess what, y'all? How much are we going to blame the players for, Chuck? Because I got somebody on Facebook blaming Ime Udoka for the Rockets' loss last night. He got Jalen Green. His offense got Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet and everybody on that team wide open shots. But it was the coach's fault. Let me look. What was that? Y'all gonna make me go. I'm supposed to be talking about the Lakers, but I'm just y'all gonna bring me to, because when is this the coach's fault, Chuck? And when we got to start saying the players got to step up and play? Vic, I'm watching, Vic. Thompson, he's 4 for 9. That's a minus 16. He had 8 points. Dylan Brooks was 3 for 9. Emmy ain't missed a shot yet. Alfred Sengun was 11 for 18. Fred VanVleet was 4 of 19. 2 of 13 3-point shots. That's Ime Udoka's fault? What's up, Janice Harris? That's Ime Udoka's fault? Blame the players, hold each other accountable. Someone was listening to the podcast after the game. No. I talk like this all the time. This show, I always say who fault is it? Because everybody want to talk about the player. J.J. Redick, Ime Udoka. Somebody on my Facebook feed, friend of mine, he always says something crazy. But he come by, I told y'all shouldn't have got that. Ime Udoka. Hold up. Let me keep going. Jalen Green was 3 of 15. Tari Eason was 3 of 10. How do you coach missed shots? How do you get in the gym? What do you do? Somebody help. He said, in my opinion, the coach is only to blame when he doesn't change defense's actions and in-game adjustments. But what could he have changed? Players got to make plays. See, y'all, the media, you have to watch them. They tend to take what you do in the regular season and assume that is going to happen in the playoffs. But the playoffs are different. What's my man said? Somebody said this. They said, in these playoffs, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, you got to do this together. The Lakers, they say, have great individual players. I think that somebody was saying it. The Lakers have great individual players, but they're going to have to figure this out because the better athletes are on the other side of the court. Ant-Man, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're more athletic, they're faster. It's going to be difficult for the Lakers because they can't overwhelm you with physicality of LeBron, what he was able to do for 20 years. Them kids ain't scared of LeBron, man. They ain't scared. They ain't scared, Dad. I'm sitting there watching this stuff, man. What else I had? Let me explain to y'all something too. Oh my God, yes. Well, I'm through with it. I'm through with them. Somebody help me with this. I tweeted something. Y'all know I don't tweet much, but I was talking to a coach, and we talked. I mean, we tweeting. We was tweeting. He said, damn, he kept tweeting, man. He tweeted too much. Coach Sheldon Henderson, decommitted from Duke. He told me, what do you say? Hold on. What did he say something? He said, let me find my tweet, because I don't tweet that much. But he said something. I said, it's a poll question. Who would be the next head coach to get fired who has a lot of NIL money but can't win? Who? Let me give y'all some lists of some of these coaches and some of this NIL money. I'm finna help you out. I love how Ant-Man wanted to guard LeBron. Okay. Y'all watch this. I saw this morning. North Carolina got a big guy named Van Allen Lubin. I don't know him. Who entered the transfer portal. And he told the people, but he still intends to remain at Chapel Hill and play there. Then he says, before anybody jumps to the wrong conclusions, I'm letting everyone know that I'm entering the transfer portal with the full intent of returning to UNC. My action relates to the complexity surrounding the possible approval of the pending NCAA settlement. College basketball, ladies and gentlemen, programs that have at least $10 million or more in NIL, I'm going to give them to you for this next season coming up. Arkansas, BYU, Duke, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisville, Michigan, UNC, St. John's, and Texas Tech. Let me just look and see. So, I'm looking at something. Let me go read them teams off again. Arkansas, BYU, Duke, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisville, Michigan, North Carolina, St. John's, Texas Tech. Don't y'all know that neither one of them made the Final Four? Nobody. The next tier, programs, a tier behind that tier, roughly 8 million. You got Auburn, UConn, Florida, Houston, Kansas. I didn't know Houston had that much money, NIL. Kansas State, Kansas, Miami, Purdue, Tennessee, Texas, UCLA, USC, Villanova, and Virginia. Those are the guys. I gave you the $10 million people, and I gave you the $8 million tier. Jimmy, I'm bringing you in now. I'm giving the tiers of the money that these guys, and I'm all for it. Guys got for the NIL bag. So just giving you, but my poll question was, who would be the next head coach to get fired who has a lot of NIL money but can't win? Trey said it's going to be Bill Self. Big coach said, PJ Haggard asked for $4 million and sold point guard. If you have to offer, would you make that move? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Nothing against him, but I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. That's why I'm not a coach. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a coach. I'm not speaking for no coach, but Robert Hatter would at all if I was a coach. And that, guess what? Maybe that's why I'm not a coach, Jimmy. And you know, Jimmy, you know what's so crazy? Because people ask me that a lot. Jimmy, I just never, and Jimmy, I have several opportunities to, I just never, Jimmy, I don't want to deal with them crazy ass kids. Excuse me, Lord, I'm sorry. I don't want to deal with them players. I like to be able to deal with players from afar where I can say, well, I don't want to deal with that and I can go. Them coaches got to sit there and live, breathe, and sleep. I just never. He told me, you'll be a good coach. No, I wouldn't. No, I'm not a good coach. I just win though when I get a team in what's it, whatever the term, in icebreaker. I put a team in icebreaker. Long as I'm there, they wins. Soon as I leave, I had to go to church. on a Sunday, because some people go to church on Sunday. Them folks at them tournaments, they don't go. I can't get one win. I can't get a championship win when I go to church. Man, y'all terrible. Y'all terrible. But I don't like coaching. That's why I tell y'all, I take my hat off to every man or woman out there coaching. I support y'all. I don't let people talk about y'all too much. I support y'all. I know how hard that job is, and Robert Hatter don't want it. But what's up, Jimmy? I was just airing my little grievances out. But he asked about PJ. I got some more stuff that we can talk about. But Jimmy, I saw where
I got I got a good one. Why we
okay?
get
Come on,
it off my
come on.
get it off my. It ain't off my chest. Just get it out there. Get it
Come on,
off my spirit.
Come on, get that.
And I want to reiterate. I want you guys to share the show right now. And this has got nothing to do with no one individual. But, and I've hinted and I've touched on this topic before, but I want to reiterate. And I start with an analogy, and I'm trying to get better at my analogies, shrink them a little bit. Have you guys ever had a relative that played little league ball, sports, right? And they normally, in nowadays, they will have fees. They'll let them know up front. And like other sports, football is a little bit more transparent than basketball is, from what I understand. Volleyball is way more transparent. They'll itemize what you like. When you're paying your fees, they'll itemize what it's for. In volleyball, from what I understand, some people. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I feel some kind of way if you pay those fees, and then sometimes you hear the people, they pay the fees and they'll come back about 2 months later, they'll send you a text message about a fundraiser, buy these mugs, buy this candy, do this raffle. They'll do this, and that's another fundraiser. And I'm like,
what's wrong with that? That's not a fee, that's a fundraiser. That's different.
Okay, but what's the fees for if you're gonna have to go and sell some candy?
The fees for one thing, but I understand fundraising. I understand fundraising ain't for you. Fundraising for you to get out and help get the community to help you. You ain't got to pay for the fundraiser. You to pay the dude. Ain't nothing wrong with helping your kid raise more funds for the program.
Okay. So there's some people that don't do that. They include and they say, well, this is our fees. That means we got miscellaneous in that fees for whatever. Now you don't have to go back and throw the hat around the cup. Or else I've seen a relative, they said, I ain't selling no damn candy. I'm just gonna pay this fee, whatever it is. I'm gonna buy them two. I'm gonna pay whatever $10 is.
Why you have your kid? Let me tell you something. Anything that involves my son or my daughter, I'm gonna pay it. I ain't finna police what you got. If it involves my son and I'm dealing with your ass, hold on. I'm just talking about me. You talking about from your experience. I'm talking about for me, the people you know. From my experience, from me, if it's the help, you told me, okay, it's fees. Okay, I'm paying the fees. Hey, we got a fundraiser. Okay, I'm gonna help you with your fundraiser. Anything got to do with my baby, I'm helping. I ain't finna be mad at you about something, because I know things change as the facts change. Things change. They might want to have a fundraiser to do something else. Every year, these high school teams, they have fundraisers. They be collecting stuff, and then they have fundraisers. And I always try to send someone. If the high school kid know me enough, they send me something. They know I'm always gonna send them something. Jimmy, it's all right to pass the hat around. It's all right.
Okay, so if that's all right, then isn't it all right to say if the fees that you're extending after you do it once, then you realize, okay, we need more money. We want to do this. We want to do that, like you just said. Okay, come back the next year. Why not include that into the initial fee? Why not?
I
I'm
mean,
just saying the people that's going to pay it are going to pay it. The people that are not are going to be late.
I
They're
think
not
you
going to be
nitpick.
late no matter what.
I think you nitpick. You're doing too much. I just think you. I think you. I'm thinking. Tell me what's the. Tell me. It's got to be something bigger than you just worried about somebody paying. What? Because you said you had to get this off your chest. Because you ain't paying
No,
it. So why
no,
you got to get it off your chest? Tell me. Help me.
no, I'm not paying. That's a pet fee, and I understand it. That means
How's it a
once
pet
again,
peeve to you and you ain't paying it?
well, because a lot of the times I may be the one to receive one of those text messages to donate to some of
But
these
then
grassroots
you got an
programs.
option not to donate.
Here's the thing though. If you don't, then they're not coming to your events. See, it's all nowadays. You gotta play. Either you
See,
gonna
you
play
talking
ball.
business wise.
But
I'm
I'm
talking.
talking period.
No, but you just said they ain't coming to your event.
Well, no, that's what's at risk. That don't mean it not coming. That mean that could be at risk. Which if you don't support me, I ain't supporting you. So that means now you get in a situation. Why not just let me know up front what you need from me? That way I can write you the check and we good. I want you that way now. Whatever it costs, let me know the fee. Some people are like that, Howard. Some people are like you. They say, well, guess what? I ain't got no problem. We keep changing the rules in the middle of the race. That's all I'm saying. So
When
now,
my baby is involved. See, you coming from a different point of view. You coming from your side, because you just brought up the fees. I mean, you just brought up they won't come to your event. I'm just saying, if my son is on this team, my daughter's on this team, I'm paying fees. And then you just come and say, we got a fundraiser here. You gonna sell this candy? Man, I'm finna sell the hell out that damn candy. I'm gonna get everybody. I'm gonna go to my office. I'm gonna go somewhere. Man, y'all buy this candy for Juma. I'm not finna worry about. Long time ago, I quit worrying about what other people do. All I'm saying, if this what you need, if you need me to help you, I'm helping. That's all. Give me.
what?
It ain't getting over on me. Cause I'm doing
It
it
ain't.
out the car. I'm doing it from the kindness of my heart. Cause if I did,
That's
ain't nothing gonna stop me from going, hey man, I need you to buy these. I need you to buy this popcorn. Man, I got so much popcorn in there, it started a war. Them people sending their popcorn. But it's kind of good though. That popcorn, the fundraising for the popcorn.
I did that too. But here's the thing. Once again, like, and I was curious because you guys let us know your thoughts on this as well. Some of you guys may have been through it. Some of you guys may have gone through it. It's not.
I don't
Understand.
care if they pocketed the money, Miss Janice. Janet, once I give it, it's gone. I don't care what they pocketing in the money. That's y'all damn problem. Y'all always worry about what other people doing with the money. Don't be a part of the program then. If you don't trust the program, if I don't trust the program, I wouldn't be there in the first place. That's your damn problem. You're going to
But
people you really don't
that's what
trust.
I'm saying. But some of them, that's the whole thing. Had a lot of parents are first timers with programs and they don't know, or second timers, and you don't realize it's a habit. And then for some people that have the organizations, they're doing it every year. And if you're doing it every year, then you know you're coming up short. And then like somebody said in the messages a while ago, there could be a reason for these fundraisers because they might have their projected earnings or revenues might be short because you need Peter to pay for Paul. So Peter, now we got to do another fundraiser, throw the hat around the room so that we can get Peter to pay for Paul. Many people are aware now. Many programs, their star players are not held responsible to pay the entire amount. That people, a lot of back in the days, people was, I guess,
Y'all need to quit traveling all over the damn world with these little old Junebug ass teams. It's gonna save y'all a whole lot of money and get them in the gym and get somebody to teach them how to play. It's gonna save them a whole lot of money. Find you. I ain't saying not playing no tournaments, but y'all need to cut this stuff out, man. If you can't afford this stuff, don't do it. Damn.
Now, what I'm getting at is with the transfer portal. Follow me now. There's a number of programs are nationwide that are actively involved in the NIL component with one of their former players or more. So if you are fortunate enough to be in that position, and what they're saying is to some of these money people is that I'm involved. Basically, look, disclaimer: I'm involved. Want to get this? It's a great opportunity for this young man. He deserves this amount, but I'm involved now because that way now this is going to help my program. You're not telling the money people this for my pocket. You're saying this is for my program. My 10%, my 5%. Some people trying to get as much as 20%.
To the money people. Who is the money people?
When the people you're dealing with, the collect with the NIL money, the money people. You're telling the money people.
So you got people dealing with the collective, getting something
Or the NIL.
NIL. Jimmy, that's backwards. You
That's
need to have a relationship with the player.
Again, this is the world that we're in right now. That I don't know what to rock you up under. That's happening all around the country. There are guys right now.
Jimmy, I'm not under a rock. I know that them clown ass Negroes out there doing it wrong, and they're not doing it business wise. That's what I know. I'm not under a rock. I know that people are doing it, but I know
the people are making offers. So that means there's no
offers because of the talent of the players.
There's no seller if there's no buyer at the market to set the market. So that's the thing. So now my thing is, if you're going to get this, and you're going to
you asking the school and the collective to pay you to get this player. That's what you're doing. That's where you getting that now. That's what you telling me. You telling me that's what they do. Because I'm under a rock.
No,
they ain't doing it like that.
No, they're acting. No, they are acting as de facto agent, and they are getting the market value base, and the market sets itself because based on if your kid is a top 75 to 100 kid and other 75 to 100 kids, or your
the market don't really set itself, Jimmy. Because if the other school, I'm gonna show you why the market don't set itself. The boy tried to set the market at Tennessee, right? He had a mark. He said he won he was getting $2.5 million a year. He's tried to reset the mark. He won. Coach Carson Beck got $4 million. And guess what? His ass wound up going to California at UCLA for $900,000. So don't tell me ain't no set the mark. It's what a particular team is willing to pay. So y'all ain't setting no market. If that team don't have it to pay, then they ain't got it to pay.
But it's also based in supply and demand. Factors into that as well. How the supply and demand with a kid like Carson Beck, that was a pre-existing ultimate supply and demand situation between the Alabama and the Georgia type situation where they wanted what they had. They knew how to crumble them. So that's different. This young man went home to the discount to the dollar. And we knew, everybody in the world knew he wasn't gonna get what he thought or sought.
Everybody in the world didn't, because the market was set because he was that good of a player. Only problem he made, Jimmy,
after the fire began to burn.
The problem he made was when he held out of practice. The other people backed off of him because they don't want that to happen again. Come on, come on now. After
the fire began to burn. The fire was burning at that point.
Don't be up on the rock. But
the fire was burning at that point. When the fire burned, that means people had started to get together and galvanize and conspire.
You telling me,
we ain't gonna let this happen to us.
You telling me that a summer basketball program is speaking on behalf of a player is not only negotiating for the player, he negotiating for himself or his program. That's what you telling me that's going on around the country, and I'm under a rock on. That's what you saying, right?
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely, that's what's going on in the country. But indirectly, you're negotiating for yourself because you've already let the talent know what your agreed percentage is going to be if you get them this money. So that's already been agreed upon. So
Well, if
yes,
that's
you're
agreed
working.
upon, he don't have to say nothing to the collective. Collective, this is what I want right here. This what this
That's
player want right now.
okay. Okay, so I mean, you're the driving force.
But
So
you said
whether
they negotiating something from the
what
collective
if
for this goes to the
that means
program.
you're in contact, you're the driving force. The sake of the words, Halder, that ain't
Man,
important
I
right now.
see why these people don't want to deal with
The,
these niggas.
the,
I see why these
the,
people don't want to deal with y'all. I see why
description
Coach
of
K.
the description of what they're doing around the country. I'm not talking about a Houston thing. I'm talking about around the country. There are not. It is a new epidemic. So guys, programs are now the driving initiating forces.
What is it?
Not
What
all
are the
men.
programs asking for? How much?
Well, it's different for different kids.
Give me
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the program asking for. Not how much the kid gonna get. How much is the percentage that the program
Oh,
wants?
that part there. I don't have a big enough sample size to go and get into the
What
business
you
of
say
the,
you know somebody?
because this is coming from the colleges and the coaches themselves. This ain't coming from the program. The program directors ain't gonna be happy telling me, "Hey man, look what I'm finna do. I'm shaking these jokers down. I'm finna get this." They ain't happy telling me that. The colleges are happy to tell that because they know that I'm about to say something about it to let the public know how they're being. And I'm like, well, y'all have created these Frankensteins. Y'all could have urged and encouraged your bosses and your administrators and your elected directors and your presidents to go and make a stance during annual meetings in yesteryear, even before Bland went out of office. So the thing is that my point from the segue from the analogy that's been stretched now all the way to 30 minutes is that if you are fortunate enough to get this, then be so kind enough to actually direct some of that money to your program. That means otherwise you're gonna go and do a fundraiser when you already done got fees from these parents. Give it back so that it can subsidize. That's what I'm saying.
I would
Because
never
most
tell them people what to do with their money. That ain't
it's
my
not telling them what to do.
that ain't my
I'm
that
just
ain't
bringing
my
up. I'm
I'm
making a
not
thought.
telling them to subsidize
But
nothing.
if you
I ain't
if
telling
you
them.
if a person come to you, that's ain't no different than the person on the corner with that sign at the red light telling you they need $1 for to get something to eat, and you give them $5 and they go get a bump. You told me you wanted to get something to eat. I give you the 5. You gonna get a bump. That ain't the same, Hannah. That ain't the same. So it's the same thing. If you telling people, hey, I want to raise money, this is my program, man. We doing this for a lot of the kids, and it's hard out there. You know, the expenses went up, the
Yeah,
money ain't went up.
and I agree with that.
So guess what? If you're gonna get it, remind you what you're saying and what you're pleading and what your disclaimer is to these NILs, to these whatever you're
So you saying that
telling.
people shouldn't charge dues no more because they're getting a little bump over here?
I'm saying
Hell
put
no.
money into your program. Charge whatever the hell you want to charge, but put that tide into the
It's not a
community.
tithe, Jim. It's
That's what
not a
I'm saying.
tithe. It's not a tithe. It's
What,
all.
if that's what you,
It's not a tithe.
once again, if that's what you're advertising it for, that's what I'm saying. That's the key. How do you listen to? If
But
that's on
Jimmy,
your sign. If
Jimmy,
on your sign
who
is
is
saying,
advertising it? Who's advertising? I mean, I'm just trying to be clear. Who is advertising? I'm trying to get a clear understanding. Because I've been talking to people around the country. And
ask them that. Ask them one next time you talk. Ask them is people doing that, and watch what happens.
no,
You're
we
gonna
ain't
be like,
talking
what?
about this. No, you hear what you just said. You just hold on. You maybe you just okay. You just so back to what you know. Cause I just know something a little bit different. Back to where you know. You saying don't you was talking about people's dues first. You counting other people's money first. Then you come back and said they're doing a fundraiser too. Count their money again. That's why I never count people's money at all. That's what you want to do. If this what my son owe, let me know. Did it one time in my life with Lil Rudy now in the Houston Hoops. First and last time I ever had to pay a due. But I didn't care. If they needed something, I'll help. I'm just trying to say, so you're saying, to me, you're saying, you can't charge us a fee and then do a fundraiser and then get something from the player. Yes, they can.
No, that ain't what I said. I say if you get that money, then put that money.
You can't tell them what to do with their damn money.
Hold on. If that's what you're advertising that you're getting it for, that's the key. That's the whole key ingredient in the gumbo. If that's what you have on your sign on the corner, that I'm going
Why is you worried about what somebody else is doing?
Well, guess what?
It ain't affecting you.
Well,
no, I'm just saying.
No, what you mean? What do you
mean?
It ain't affecting
you, is it?
It's affecting the whole system. If that's in the case, indirectly, it's affecting your integrity. If that's what you are advertising that you are going to do with the money, don't advertise it. There's some people on the corner don't have no sign.
So you're saying people
have a sign. Some
the point.
Some people just got to say, man, hey, I got a bucket. Drop something in the cap.
So you're saying people out here advertising. What are they advertising? Give it to them. What are they advertising?
They want their program in a nutshell. They want to go. They're involved,
Jimmy,
because
as much money as Trey Phillips and Chuck McGowan spends on these programs and help. So anything that comes to the program is coming to the program. I mean, if it comes, I just spent. What you don't understand, and I hope you would have, I wish I could just show you. One of these days, I'm going to show y'all all the receipts of what I spent 3 years sponsoring a team. And I ain't asking for nothing. So I know what these guys doing. This shit, it's expensive. Jimmy, the hotel room's different. The rental cars that went up, everything. And with these tariffs, because y'all voted for that damn fool, talking about he did some good thing. He gave me a check. With these tariffs, everything is high. So when these guys said, look, I want you to help the program, so you expect for them to what to do. Whatever I get from y'all, I'm putting it back. Shit, everything that they getting, they putting in the program anyway.
No, that ain't what I said.
Well, that's what okay. Well,
I said the key word, some. If that's what you're advertising, put some. I say tied into that program. So that means a percentage. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. So hold up. You talking about who's supposed to get a percentage? Who give a percentage? Well, I don't understand what you're talking. The player who's giving it, or when? So you're saying when the director of the program receives the funds, he should make sure he give a certain amount to here and a certain amount if that's what he's advertising.
If he's advertising and putting his program in if that's part of the deal in the negotiations for him to be thrust into the forefront with the former player and or with the collect or the NIL with the money people. If you are using that as a shield, the program, then understand something. It should be somewhere. It should grow into your spirit to give something into your program. Plant a seed and get past it forward. I'm not saying take that whole money and dump in your program. Pay yourself back. If that's you did your hard work, pay yourself. Get your bread back for taking them nappy head ass kids on the road. But I'm saying if you're using that program as a shield, then do right and drop. I don't give a damn if it's 1,000, 1%.
Jim, I got a question. Do you think?
You need to do.
Hold up, and this is just me. If a dude got a program And this is what he been doing. He been putting his own money in this program all the time anyway.
Not
Because a
all.
lot of this stuff, Jimmy, a lot of this stuff don't cover, Jimmy. Jimmy, the stuff that Nike and they don't give you enough to just be balling now.
Hattie, you talking about the half percents when you're talking about the Nike. That's the
Well, I'm
half of
talking
the
about,
percent.
I got
That's
to
the
talk.
magnitude.
Hold
That's
up.
the magnitude
Hold
long.
up.
I'm
Even
talking about
they don't give you all the money, Jimmy. They don't give you enough money to cover everything.
No, they give you enough money to cover to basically cover your projected 17 and unders. So that's on you if you chose to go and go dive all the way down to 4th grade. You better have a business plan, a module in place. That's on you. That ain't nothing to do with them. That's on you to attract the future. And that's how some people pay their assistant coaches. Some people eat off of that. That's their thing. Hey, I'm just saying it in that situation, if you're fortunate enough to where as a family still cares about you, to include you in this project, in this leg of their lap in their life and their race, then, and if you're using the program in the conversations before, during, or after, right? That's different hats. You can take that hat off and wear a different hat. Hey, man, that program is another whole pocket on a whole different pair of pants. This is me right now. I'm
I wish I had
experiencing
somebody
this and that.
talking. I wish somebody was talking to us who got a program and who's doing this. I sure would like to talk to them. And because
Well, they would be giving themselves away if they
I'm
came
not,
and talked to them.
if you're doing it, you're doing it.
That's the thing. It's
So they're
not a.
not doing. They slick doing it.
But that's what I just said earlier. They wouldn't. Those people. I don't think that they'll feel happy. They feel proud, patting their chest, telling us, "Yeah, this is what I'm doing." That's what I'm saying. But now the schools feel proud. In some, well, they're embarrassed. It feels like, and it sounds like talking to some of them. Talked to 2 of them this morning, and they feel somewhat like they don't want to oust the guys because understand how here it goes. They don't want to oust them because if you do, you're never going to get that same guy is in charge of guys or is in charge of kids that are in the future that could be coming through there. And if some guys understand, with some summer coaches, they got some college coaches out there right now that they messed up 20 years ago, and they won't even answer their call to this day. They get life sentences when you mess up with some of these guys.
And some other players. It's players all over the country. Yeah, I wouldn't let these dudes handcuff me. But that, like I just said, that's why I'm not a coach. Because I would never let these get do. Because whatever I do, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it for everybody. But all I'm sitting up here saying, I don't see nothing wrong with somebody with this happening. I really don't. If some kid wants care about this program that they're in and been in and had a great experience in this program, then I think them kids should say, look, man, we got a new dynamic in college basketball that has never been here before. And I'm going to, look, this is what I'm going to do for you. I think the kid should control it. I think the kid and his parents should control it. And just hope they have somebody who, see, what's wrong with summer basketball? We got some very untrustworthy people in college in summer basketball. We got some people that do it right, and we got some people they just can't get right. So, but that's why I always say, Jimmy, if I give something to you, it's gone from me. I know how I felt when I gave it to you.
You know what you earmarked it for.
No. No. When I give something, it's gone. It's burnt. It's a burnt offering. It's a burnt offering. I give it. Let's go. Let's say I got a harvest off my farm. I just go, here, y'all, it's here. If y'all, it's burnt up, it's gone. I don't care where it went if I give it. And now, if I go tell a school, hey man, I'm giving this money for this, I'm buying this, I want you to buy this shooting gun for this particular school, and I'm buying this for this what this gun is supposed, this money for, then don't go do nothing else. I want to know that shooting gun is over there with the name of your school on the front of it, because that's what I paid for. But once I give it, it's gone. I just hope it's somebody on the other side that's doing what they supposed to do. You got a good give. We got to be good receivers of something. Because once it's gone, Jimmy. Ain't nothing. I done gave the money now. Now I'm finna up here. Well, you didn't do it. Now, hold up. Now find out now that you done tried to play me. That's a different story. You don't get no more. But I'm not finna get mad about what I gave you, because I gave it out the kindness of my heart. That's just how I think. I ain't trying to impose that on nobody else. But I sleep good at night. I sleep good at night. Because I know I done treated you fairly. That's why I tell people, you be mad at me all you want to. I know I done treated you fairly. That's it. I live by the motto, if I can't afford to lose it, I don't give it.
It's like, okay, once again, I said sometimes the giver, if you are the source of giving, a lot of times, if you know that what you think you know what you're earmarking that money to go towards, sometimes it helps you decide faster. A lot of times, for example, if you go in a lot of old Southern churches, they had an offering. They called it a love offering, and then they had tithes. The little brown envelopes would go, what people would put in the tithes. That money, you know what it's earmarked for, and the money you put in the little bucket, that's a whole different offering. But now, once it's gone, it's gone. But in your psychological, there may be a certain percentage that you may heed to when you giving. If you want to put something in that envelope, you may be the one person that say, you know what, I'm giving 10%, and that's going in the envelope. But if the envelope is separate, it's a separate pocket, but it's the same pants. And that's the thing. So that means it ain't, otherwise, why not just put it all in the same bucket when you go around the church and make one big offering?
Because it's two different things, Jimmy. A tithe is different from an offering.
It's
two
exactly
different things, two different entities.
And you know what you're giving when you put that in an envelope.
Yeah, but when you give it,
so giving it. It might be greater. That's all I'm saying. Then there's some. Do you think all churches? Do you think that?
Man, I'm not finna get in. I'm not finna get into churchology. Jimmy, let's get back to summer basketball. I'm not finna get into church. Now I'm in them people's business again. Because once I give it, yesterday, man, I ain't thought about it. Because guess what? I thank God I had it to give. That's just me. You rather be a giver than somebody who needs somebody to give it to. We went too far. Let's just talk about these guys in summer basketball who's saying, I think this is the gist of the conversation, and I'm just trying to be clear. Hey, man, I done looked out for you. You finna look out for my program.
See, you didn't say look out for me. What's the sale? You just gave
money to my program. You're helping me, because what you're doing, you saving me. I'll never forget. Joe Biden was the convocation speaker at my son's graduation. And the first thing he said, parents, I know y'all glad y'all got a raise today. Y'all ain't got to pay other words no more. So guess what? When you help my program, that means it's certain things that I don't have to give this program no more that I've been getting. We got 2 guys on here that's always out of pocket after the season. I trust Trey Phillips and I trust Chuck McGowan. And they saying they still have to come out of pocket. So all the program is, if the dude is helping them, that's just preventing them from coming out of their pocket. So guess what? They get a raise. Because guess what? I can keep this money here, and that money just helping the program. I ain't got to give this money no more. That's what I would hope that is happening. That's just me. Because I see the good in people. I'm not being cynical and see the bad in people. Because I know if you ever had to pay everything for one of these programs, thank God that somebody give you some. That's why I think D'Angelo Harrison, Miss Grandma Harris, she only one out of all of them years said, Rob, hold on. I'm tired of you. Every time you getting off the plane, first thing you do, you go to Walmart and buy something for everybody's room, for my kids, my grandson, and everybody. She said, no, I'm doing it. Tell me what you need. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Man, I'll never forget her. Ever, 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 ever forget. Because she just said, Robert, I see what you're doing. You don't ask us for nothing. So when she helped me and she went and paid for that Jimmy, guess what? That's just less money out of my pocket. I could go on the vacation. That's just less money out of my pocket. That's all it is. All you're doing is relieving the guy. Because these guys, man, come on, man. Jimmy, you got to be smart. You got to understand the balance sheets. Everybody I talk to, ain't nobody just, unless you got some other deals going
we're
on.
not talking about them going out of pocket. Is a whole different conversation. That ain't the issue about what the issue is about what you're doing over here and you getting the money and where you're gonna give something back. You going out of pocket, that's a whole different
Jimmy,
thing.
if somebody giving me some money, that means I got to go out of my pocket less. Are you hearing?
Oh, understand.
That means that I get an increase because I'm not spending extra. You ain't gonna get it.
Once again,
your mind made up. You ain't gonna forget.
You're missing what I just said a while ago. I said, if that's what you're advertising, period, not to the left, not to the right, not one step past that.
Advertising it too.
I just told you I talked to 2 colleges this morning in the SEC, and they told me that's what's happening. Damn, I just told you that. I just talked to 2 today. This is what's happening. They're telling the people that, man, for my program, these kids, we got more coming. We're going, blah, 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 blah.
So what's wrong with them telling them that?
Okay, so if you're going to
them
get it
soft
based
ass
on
coaches should be running their mouth to you.
If they getting it based when you're using the program, the kids as a shield, then be so kind enough to drop something in the hat that go towards the kids. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Pay yourself. Go buy you some new wheels or buy you a new whip. That's what you want to do. Go to the Gucci store. That's what you want to go do.
You're worried about what somebody else doing with their money again,
No.
Yes, you are.
No. What I'm worried about is there something that if you're using something to get something that and it's on the heels of kids. That's the thing. That's the thing. And that's what happens in society. It happens all the time. So the worrying and concern part, some people ain't gonna be concerned until it's one of theirs that's involved in it. Like you just said a while ago, you said maybe y'all playing with the wrong program, change program. How would they know till it's too late though? They don't know till it's too late.
But all I'm saying is, and you not listening, I know you're not, because I'm really saying something that's very profound. All I'm saying is, coach, whoever's snitching to Jimmy, just pay the damn money. It ain't your damn money anyway. With your talking asses.
Well, Hal, you got to understand something. At one point in time, no, you saying snitching to Jimmy. At one point in time, guys, I was a variation of Adam Clayton Powell in the basketball community, meaning that I got stuff done or went and mended fences for a few years, a good sample size of years. If there was problems, I was the fixer. So therefore, a lot of college coaches know that. I was very, very entwined in those bushes, getting
You
stuff
took
done.
that as an attack on
What I'm
you.
saying, you said it's well, I was the guy. They had
I didn't
problems. I was the
say
guy that
you was
solved them.
snitching. I said they snitching to you.
That's what I'm saying. So I was the guy that they would come to when they had problems. When I was the guy that the coaches did snitch to. If they needed, all the grassroots guys they come snitch to. I was the guy for a good number of years.
I just said that.
Hey man, so therefore you say, you said I don't know why that snitching ass coach would tell Jimmy. So that's why.
Well, okay. I'm saying that ain't your business. What a program getting.
That
ain't no. Okay, you might think it is, but nah.
In every sector, there's a problem.
That ain't no problem, Jimmy. How is this a problem? Wait a minute. How you gonna fix the problem? Tell me. Since you Olivia Pope, not Adam Clayton Powell. Let's say Olivia Pope, because she's the fixer. Adam Clayton Powell wasn't no fixer. All I'm saying is, you sitting up here saying, what is wrong? So you gonna police. If you say you're gonna get this money for this, you better be, this better be what it says it for. So you finna police the money in the summer basketball community. That's what you saying. Because you're gonna fix it.
It's virtually impossible for me to police the money, Alan. You can attempt to police the integrity. If a person is doing something or saying something, you can go have a talk and a conversation directly with those persons and make an attempt to let them know, hey, look, this people will say, if you're gonna be good and you're gonna stand on business with this, they got some more money for you. But you got to do this and some more money. And guess what? That's one way to solve stuff on the street with people. Look, they got another meeting for you with one of their comrades, one of their allies. They got some more for you. You want some more? Yeah, I want some more. Okay, I'll get you some more. But make sure you put that or do something so that they can see you going back. Then now they got it there. Those are conversations. It's simplified. And guess what? And in every mafia, there's a Don.
Thank you, Jesus.
There's a Don in every mafia. So why the hell do people on the street have to go back and go and talk to the guy that's over one of them Italian in those movies or whatnot in real life? Because they had a problem, they went snitching with their problems to them so they can solve it. They can have.
I'm trying to see how this is a problem. I still don't see it. I see it. Them guys are out there on the front lines. The coaches you talking to are not on the front line. Y'all out there giving other people's money. I mean, the coaches are giving other people's money away like they doing something. But all you doing is giving somebody else's money. You ain't giving yours. And so now you saying, if I get this man, if I get this man this, no, you ain't giving this man nothing, first of all. This man got a player that your black ass won't coach. This player, he got a player that you want. So even exchange ain't no swindle. Now you trying to tell, I ain't telling you what to do when they pay you your salary. I earned the right to put myself, this boy and his parents trust me. So I earned the right. Because and what I tried to explain to you, of course them guys gonna give back. If they still have a part. Now, if they quit and don't take the money and run, that's different. But Jimmy, every year, the program gonna incur costs every year. So he gonna either got to come out of his pocket or he gonna have a surplus that this good player allowed him to negotiate a deal for them. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Them guys working too hard out there, man. Some of them think I don't like them, but I know what y'all doing out there. Some of y'all doing some ignorant stuff, but I know how hard it is to keep up one of these programs and fly these people all around, and the things that happen that you don't expect. You're losing your wives, you're losing your girlfriends, dealing with all of these kids, man. It's unique. You know, I mean, it's a unique thing. I'm really coming from a person that didn't nobody give nothing to, and I know how much it cost me. So I can imagine what it's costing these guys. So if somebody want to come and help, of course it's gonna go in the program. If it come to me, it's going in the program. Because I spend on the program anyway. But now I think you talking about it's some people that's trying to be slick. And you worry about somebody where they come up with a new car. I don't care how many cars you come up with. Come up with all the cars you want
Worry
to.
about getting new cars. Worry about you if you don't give back.
Yeah.
Man.
But,
Just give back.
but if he got a program, Jimmy, he gonna keep giving. Jimmy, if he still got the program, now if he leave, take the money and run and don't have no more program, then that's the one you need. Oh man. But if the dude is gonna have a program every year, Jimmy, he gonna keep spending it every year. That's the point I'm trying to make. He gonna keep spending. He gonna keep spending. And hope he get another player to come and help that so it can supplement that. Man, buy what you want to, man. That much because there aren't many former players that get back. Oh, he said, well, we don't have to worry about that. You know what, Herb?
You can count them on one hand. You can count them on one hand, the former players.
Absolutely. But this is a new situation right here, Jimmy. We already know the players don't come back and give. But this is
but they don't come back. No, they come back and give. No, Adam. They come back and give. They don't come back and give back to where they laid their.
Well, then they still gave.
No, but a lot of them, when they come back and give it, they come back and have to get their own programs with their own namesakes, with their own nonprofits. So they give there. We were talking about in that conversation.
Jimmy, we already said this. Some of them people don't care about them organizations. I know some kids tell me, I don't care how rich I was, I ain't gonna get a Houston Hoops a damn quarter. Now, they told me, I don't care, I ain't gonna get him a quarter. I didn't have a bad experience. I was on the team. Y'all got to watch. Y'all got to watch how y'all treat people, man. I'm just telling y'all out there. Y'all better watch how y'all treat people. Watch how y'all treat people. You shouldn't have a dude like Doug Jones have to tweet about you not playing in his events. Watch how you treat people, man. Kids shouldn't have to tweet talking about certain people ain't been to his events. Watch how y'all treat people, man, when you think you got it going on. Because, boy, it can quickly change on you real quick. And that's all I got to say about this. I'm glad you brought it up because I can't wait to get off this phone.
Yeah, but I mean, with Doug, Doug, man, it
is what it is.
I learned about this stuff, man, is that we know times and change, but I guess my overrule, it applies every day, before, during, and after. And that is, don't expect for my input to be greater than your output when it comes to your programs and your kids.
Absolutely.
And this is one of those things where, I like Doug, and I told you, when you have a sample size at first, Hal, to know whether people was boycotting this or not playing this, it's across the board. Guys, all numbers have gone down.
I know.
Jimmy,
I ain't called you and asked you nothing. I'm hearing from the parents. I'm hearing from the people who come to these events. I'm hearing
all
from
numbers
the
have
parents.
gone down.
They telling me. They said, I'm not going this. And I said, what? I said, man, but listen to me. I want the business model Robert Hatter wanted to be better. Herb just said there are a lot of slick efforts that don't do the right thing with funds that they've been allocated for the program. Then that's on them, Herb. I'm not giving them. If I found out that, I'm not giving them another red cent.
Well, if you even suspect that, then don't give.
I'm not dealing with nobody that's shady. That's just me. And that's why I keep trying to tell these parents, y'all just do not have to play on these program teams or not. Y'all just got to be good at the right damn time. Because these college coaches want the best player. I mean, I just saw a little kid the other day. I can't wait. I saw somebody talking about a little kid the other day. He ain't nobody talking about it, but somebody posted something, and I said, I want to go see this little boy. I want to go see this little boy. Ain't nobody talk. I just want to go see him. I want to go see him in person. But y'all, if you can play, you're going to be seen. And this game got to be on one of these platforms that everybody watching. I just happened to somebody sent me, hey, man, what you think about this? I said, whoa. The way he play it? All right. Let me know when he play again. Yo, this how this stuff happen. Now, if he good, he good. If he ain't, but we got to get back, man. He said they started their own program. Yeah, we know they started their own program. But it's just, I just hate it that and that we ain't calling these people out, man. But because some of these parents, I talked to a parent one day. I said, well, why don't you say what you got to say? Your son going to college. These people just,
Well, that's a whole nother topic as well.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I was saying it at first, we
You're
mentioned
right.
about the topic before. The topic at hand, it
You're
takes for parents. How would those new parents know until it's too late? It takes. Why don't some more parents feel obligated to just simply open yourself up and say, "Look, well." That's not their job. They don't know the new people that's coming along. Why don't some of you new parents feel obligated to at least go and seek out the phone number to some old parents that's been in your seat and ask them and kick the tires with them before making some of your decisions?
Man, that's a woman told me.
Listen, true story. I just had a coach, one of the coaches called he just got a new job at one of the schools, and he was like, man, I almost didn't take the wife, did not want to move here, this and that. And I was like, well, he was like, man, I said, well, here's what you need to do then. He was like, man, what is it? I said, I want you to have this coach used to live there and this coach used to live there. Ask their wives, have your wives call them and connect your wife with their wife, and they can tell, because you want to know, like, what, in other words, he was basically said like this: we're going to this town or this city or town, and it ain't a whole lot of black folk. So my wife really
navigate.
So wife, that was so. You guys understand that people. This is a guy asking on like, man, what you know, cheap. What you, coach? Here, what you got to do? Call this coach or this coach. You know them, right? Yep. Connect them to have their wives call your wife.
That's easy.
Or have your wife call them.
Yeah.
Pretty much, because she the one who wants to know. Have your wife call them.
Because you're trying to make your wife, man, that's important though. It's important.
Dude,
I'm glad he called.
Your kids got to live there.
Yes.
So they can know, they'll know little bitty things. If you get there first, it's the shit coming fast.
Man.
Where you gonna live at? What you gonna do? What school? Which one of the private schools you gonna pick? How do you gonna do it? I mean, stuff moving fast. What church do they have? Whatever you believe in, where you gonna go? But that's like, it would be so. Like I thought we had one, and that was my biggest fear. Came into play over the last couple of years. I thought we had one. I thought we had one that was pretty good, because she was more qualified than 99.9% of most others in that field, and that was Kim Williams. Kim had a daughter that was a McDonald's All-American. That was one of the top 5 picks in the WNBA draft. That was everything, still play overseas, right? Been through it. Had a son that played on the travel circuit, played Power 5 basketball, and she had a daughter and a son. And she was very, very, very good orator. But then once Kim got out of this stuff, a year, 2 removed from her son, Kim used to be on this show all the time. She got, other things will occupy There are times. And Kim, and I get it, because after a while, no matter what, from talking to people, just like Chris Walker say, he tried to give back with his time. You try to give back, and you realize you reached that one or two ignorant SOBs, and they don't get it, and they don't want to get it, and they still want to make it think like they know more than you, and they the one asking you the questions. That's why Chris Walker say, man, I ain't talking to nobody for free no more when it come to this. I give you a disc. I give you what they call it, a consultation. But other than that, I ain't. No, man, I'm not doing that no more. It end up being more bearing the stress on me than it does you. So I thought we had one with Kim. My point is, if more parents will be willing to they ain't necessarily gonna give you testimony. Write a damn book. I promise you, I'll buy one. I'll buy two. Man, it's some books can be written out there. Let that be your testimony. Going through the stuff, that way people can use it to help navigate.
And I'm gonna help them a little bit more, because I know ain't nobody gonna write them. I'm having problems writing mine. Parents, past parents who's been through this, especially the women. I want to talk to the women. Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. That is moody. My emancipation day was April the 9th. And if you want to, and we can call in or whatever. And I mean, something has after you call in. You don't have to be your face on. You can just call in, and you can talk about some of the things that happen, and some of these things that people need to look for. You know, I had a great experience. So I had a son that sniffed out stuff before I sniffed it out. Daddy, I don't like that program. I never forget, I took him to practice one night to somebody. We got in that car. He said, don't never bring me out here no more. Don't never. So sometimes, I mean, you know, but it got to me one day. This lady had a little son. He got pretty good. Came to your event a couple times. I knew the family. And she came and told me, had her own little thing, her own little spiel about who the best program out there. And the one she was talking about, Jimmy, is the one that I think is the worst. Do you know what I did? Remember who think they know it all like her? I just said, okay, I got you. Okay, Jim. Jim. Oh, you should have heard her. Listen, Jim. She had the whole spiel. They had woke her. Jimmy. Son got a little notoriety at the Ruck on the Wood. Next thing you know, she ain't never had no. It's the only son, and now she know every damn thing about summer basketball. Now that's a big problem right there, because if you don't know nothing, and the people you learning from don't know nothing, guess what that means? You don't know nothing. But you should have heard it. But Jimmy, I'm telling y'all right now, everybody, go out and see that movie Sinners. Oh my goodness. You got to go and go now.
Is that a scary movie?
Oh,
It's
Jimmy,
a
I
horror?
don't like scary movies. I'm scared of scary movies. But
that's what I'm saying. I don't really.
No, Jimmy. Your little self, you go, what? You go,
Tuesday is $5 a day at the movies now on Tuesdays.
Well, Jimmy, I'm not going to. Jimmy, I'm going to see it in IMAX. Man, I love Ryan Coogler. I hate that, because I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. But Ryan Coogler, this young man, he had the wherewithal to let me know how different film is different, how it's come to the movie. You got the regular film, you got the perforated film, you got the 65 millimeter, you got the 35 millimeter. Jimmy, he shot it in 65 to 75 millimeter. So if you go to the IMAX theater, you're going to get a different experience than you do just watching a regular movie. He shot it in several because he just Jim. He used to be a football player, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew this. Ryan Cooley, and he got hurt. And guess what? When he got hurt, Sacramento State, and he got hurt, Jimmy. And guess what he did? Devoted his time to film school. And his first film he did at 25. At 24, he was stopped playing football. At 25, he did Fruitville Station with the little young kid, Michael B. Jordan in it. And then the next after that, he did Creed. And then the next after that, he did the Black Panther 1 and 2. And now he's doing Sinners, his own movie. Unbelievable. Jimmy, I'm telling you, I don't let anybody know me. I'm scared of scary movies. Jimmy, this thing here. This thing here.
Time out.
Huh?
Say,
What?
boy,
What?
we talking about one of the parents that's been through it and done that is Lori Dawson. You know what I'm thinking? First of all, Miss Lori Dawson just joined on the Chop Shop. She heard somebody text her that's watching the show and saw you type the word Dotson twice. Miss Lori, he wasn't talking about you.
K. Dot.
Another young man.
No, the dude said K.
Somebody had misspelled.
Man, I don't care about what Lori came on here and thought about.
I care about Lori.
I wasn't thinking about. The man said K. Dawson is going to Chicago. And I just said Dotson.
Yeah, she was like, hold on, who talking about me? Somebody in text.
Hey,
no, they did.
Ain't nobody talking about you.
Lord, they on the Chop Shop. Your partner's talking about you again. That's what they say. That's how they do. They sit back in the back.
No, ain't nobody talking about Lori.
You know what? What you think about this?
Okay. Damn, I done gave y'all some overtime. Y'all better be glad it rained. No, Jimmy, it rained today, but I'm in the golf course champ. Jimmy, did you see that golf swing on? Jimmy, did you see that golf swing on social media?
Who?
Mine.
Nah. Okay. You did another one of them AIs?
No, it wasn't no damn AI. Man, come on. What you got to say, man? He's a hater, man.
I ain't saw it yet. I'm going to go look it up. What you think about this?
Okay.
Because after all this talking today, one thing you and I both learned is what you're going to do about it. So otherwise, we just indulging in talking about a problem or a potential problem with no potential solution.
Okay.
Because we both identified that it could be too late once a person realized they ran down that hole. And this ain't got nothing to do necessarily with the longer topic. I'm talking about it toward the end. We talk about these parents. And if parents had knew that they had a network of other parents that they can maybe tap into, that don't make them mean they're going to do it, but at least there are a group of parents that have been through that we may deem as we got the boom boom room, but we got some Chop Shop vets that's experienced in before, during, and after but they be single parents, females, single parents, males, or couples. And if there was many of you who's been through it who would be willing to just say, look, it's okay to give my number out if somebody want to talk that you think that might be beneficial. I might be beneficial at talking to. Everybody can't have the same, might not be, because I thought about something. Somebody said a while ago, I think it was Shinquetta, she mentioned that, and it echoed when we talked about what Chris Walker said, and I was talking about Chris. He said he just got tired of talking to people, and they didn't realize basically disrespecting the fact that he was a college coach for over 2 decades and been in media, and then been a sneaker and got a check from a sneaker company. Ain't many people in the world can boast that on their resume. Be on mainstream TV, right? Played the game, started at a Power 5 conference, and also got a check from a sneaker company, got coach college, and then you're on the screen. So certain type of people, he was a single parent. Well, he's not even a parent. Well, wasn't then. He is now. And my thing is, there are certain people, Howard, that you know the person that's called that need the help. You can let them, hey, look, here go a number. You might want to call this person. Because they're not going to come to the altar many times out until it's too late. Some of these people, we see them running in wrecks. We know that they ain't got but a quarter tank of gas and they ain't gonna make it from LA to New York. You know it. I know it. So that's what I'm wondering. If some of you, and then now you can either text one of us, we can create a database, or you can send an email to Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. If you are willing to be a friendly voice. Understand, a lot of people, you were in these people's shoes before, and it's just something about people think they got it all mapped out. And this youth basketball sector is something that's, man, this thing is TKO'd. I've seen NBA Hall of Famers get humbled by this grassroots basketball stuff. I've seen multiple millionaires, multi-millionaires get totally humbled by this basketball sector and grassroots. I'm telling you, man. One of the most powerful GMs, we've seen them sit in the gym get humbled by this stuff. And that's what I want to know. So to let you guys know, send a text or email if you are. And I think that's what I do more. I've done it before, but I'll be willing to be more assertive in letting one side know, hey, give this person a call. If you don't call, you don't call. This is volunteer work. This, they don't. But then that way now, because there's, this ain't for everybody. Everybody gonna be in a situation. The 10th guy on the bottom of the bench this ain't for you. Y'all have some fun. You with the wrong team. You could be playing somewhere else. There's recreation play. We not talking about every single body. That's the thing. The person that kid is the 12th person off the bench. They the one that want to have them conversations. No, that person ain't got time to talk to you right now.
No. That's a
we talking about that guy, that kid who think he's a superstar, they think he ranked by this and that, and think he gonna be this and that. That's the ones.
I'm glad
you guys have no idea how many parents watching this show that's had players that was first team All-State, all ranked in the top 100 in the country. It's multiple dozens that's watching the show right now. Just because you don't see their name don't mean they ain't watching. Come on, we got to keep telling y'all that. People watch the show and don't click no button, no key on their keypad. They won't show up as a number, guys. So when you thinking that's all the people that's watching what you see on that little counter, that little red, be for real. Trust me, we got the analytics. We know. If I was a geek or Hatter was that geekish, he done got a lot more not more expertise, way more than me.
Exactly who watch.
You can go look up the URL and find out exactly who the hell you are by looking at your URL.
But it ain't that important. I know as long as you're watching, I'm good. So let's be real. Use this thing, and that's the thing, guys. That's we can get y'all way more than enough. Make sure NBA action is back tonight. Yes.
A double header, a pretty good one. You got Detroit and New York Knicks, followed by the Clippers and Denver.
No, I need you to go give me another article, because that one you read about Amon Thompson, that wasn't good enough. You need to go find me.
You know what though? I like the fact that he finally clicked in, and it was too far behind the ball. I like what I saw from him down the stretch. You know what? The Houston Rockets were basically deer in headlight, and
I don't think they were.
Now
you got 56 hold up. 50-some damn rebounds. Your ass wasn't no deal in no headlights.
They were no, Hatter. A lot of those turnovers were so uncharacteristic. Even the Golden State made a few of them themselves.
Jimmy, you didn't hear what I said. Did you, Jimmy? 50-something rebounds. That ain't deer in the headlights. Let me make sure. 52 rebounds to Golden State's 30. What, 36? Deer in the headlights. They be scared. Man, Steven Adams. Oh my goodness.
Them turnovers they had, it was only 16, but it felt like 30.
But guess what,
It
Jimmy?
felt like
You
30
turn the
turnovers.
ball over in basketball. The other team had 11. Golden State had 11 turnovers. They had 5 more than that. Hey, man. Now, y'all don't go, I just, my thing is, don't go telling me about no damn rookie going to come and mess with this bad as man. Well, he scored the 7 point. Man, don't leave that man. Leave him alone. Y'all might can talk about anybody else. But I didn't, that Jimmy Butler. I ain't never just cheered for him. But right now,
Hold on. You can't. I'm not gonna let you pack this on Amen Thompson and not say nothing about Jalen Green. He the one leading the team in
I'm not
scoring.
saying nothing about no Jalen Green because I said if he get 30, we all right. He didn't get 30.
Jalen Green choked last night.
But Jimmy, you went and gave me an extensive resume. You read a whole article about
on his defense.
Yeah. All I told you is we 13-1. Now we 13-2. No.
So Amen Thompson finished on a good note.
Yeah.
For a rookie, 8 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists.
Jimmy.
In your playoff debut.
Jimmy, but the dude that y'all talk, Jimmy, I think it was wrong for y'all that y'all even talk about it. I think it was tactically wrong for Emi Udoka for sending that big old ass dude away from the basket out there trying to run this damn monster around, this machine around. I think that was a tactical disadvantage for the Rockets. No, you put somebody else on Steph. That's your best defender and running him around. That boy, Steph hit one shot and the little boy just said.
I was just disappointed in something else. I was disappointed that with the Rockets, that, and it's even during the game, you know, it was in that we have at least 2 players on that team that has been very serviceable and has been playing that ain't touched the court last night. One is Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore, even though I know he don't like
play. He's not gonna play.
They doing him like they did Daniel House back when Daniel House on the Mercy too. He done served this. They done got enough because he's gonna be gone anyway. He knows that. He done wore his welcome out with the Rockets. But in the case of that dude there is still a problem within the confine of the minutes that he's given.
In the regular season, he a problem. Jimmy, the game has shortened and the game has changed. Jimmy, the way they call it, everything is different in the playoffs. I'm not mainly, come on now, you done play, watch this game, everything shrinks. Shit, Jonathan Kuminga better than him. He didn't play.
Well, Kuminga, they parted their ways with him before the season ended. So he knew he wasn't playing.
You talking about the wrong, that's what I'm saying. Jonathan Kuminga better than him. Shit. So, Jimmy, playoffs is different, man. I'm going to play Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy. And everybody else got to fit in, get in where they fit in, Jimmy. But
Draymond didn't have a super game last night. He didn't have a great game last night. He had a great moment down the stretch, but he's struggling. They contained him, but the thing is, you got to find a way to keep Jimmy Butler from getting into a rhythm, which he did.
You can't stop it. You know why you got to stop? You got to double team him. And you can't double team him because what? You got the most prolific scoring arsenal on the planet had ever seen on the other team is number 30. I can't double Jimmy. Jimmy one-on-one gonna go past everybody in the league. Usually I can double him. On this team, I can't. Because I got that dude over there. That's why that dude had layup. He said, oh, y'all trying to play me? Jimmy, did you see how they were holding the man? You see how they was grinding on Steph? Oh, you didn't see it?
Yeah, they showed it in the recap, and well, not the recap. They showed it this morning, I think, on one of the news outlets. But
Okay.
that's game planning. But at the same time, they know it's Steph. It's just a matter of time.
Jimmy,
And he's going.
what's about the playoffs, Jimmy? The playoffs don't start till somebody lose at home.
Yeah.
Rockets done lost at home. The Lakers done lost at home.
So basically, if the Rockets win Wednesday, then this series is shrunk to a 5-game series with Golden State having home court advantage instead of Houston. So that's the way you got to look at it. It's a must win for Houston now at home. You got to win now. But in theoretically, Houston is very capable of beating Golden State in Golden
What made you think that, Jimmy?
They're very capable of beating them on the road.
7 in the last few games. Golden State ain't the same team that won before Jimmy Butler, man.
Allen.
I tried to tell you this the other day, and look what happened. Okay,
this is one game. So in other words,
that one game mean a lot.
So in other words, so the Lakers aren't capable of beating Minnesota in Minnesota. There's a lot of teams that lost it. The Clippers ain't capable. The Clippers ain't capable of beating.
Jimmy, don't none of them teams you just said have Stephen Wardell Curry on the team. I'm talking about Wardell Curry, man. That's what you don't understand, man. The chef. I love what the chef is cooking.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Man, I'm gone, man. Y'all share the show. So y'all we have to go. Don't forget, hey, you see, he ain't said nothing about your Clippers. But
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.